What's up, world? What is up? What is up? Now, if you're in here, make sure you hit that button for me. Make sure you hit that heart. Make sure you get in them comments and let me know what's really going on with you. Um, I'm gonna make a. I'm gonna make. I'm going to promise to stream every day, regardless. Every day, at least for an hour. That is commitment. Every day I'm gonna commit for a week. So I started yesterday, right? I'm going again today. I'm committing to go live at least once a day for a week straight. And hopefully that can force me into doing this every day. But since you're here, like I said, if you're in here, make sure you hit the like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share. Let's get straight to it now, man. Come on. The title of this stream is called Give It Up. Give It Up. You would swear that I am pro-Trump as much as I've been talking about Biden. And I'm not pro-Trump. Please do not misconstrue my ideas, what I talk about, what I say. Let me see. Hold up. When it comes to Trump. Another video leaked. Okay, not another video leaked, because it wasn't a video leak. It was just a literal video of, I think, Biden at the, let me see, Biden frozen. And Obama and Biden at a fundraiser. What was the fundraiser about? I'm trying to figure out what fundraiser this was at. Anyway, at a fundraiser that Obama I'm trying to think of the right words to say. Trying to use the right words, trying to use the right vocabulary, trying to get my thoughts out properly without stumbling. I was on Twitter yesterday, and there was another video leaked, like I said yesterday, and people were telling me, "Hey, man, Trump also has issues of where he forgets stuff and he might stumble on his words." And my response to that was, obviously, at 78, that's going to happen, right? No one is like sharp at that age. You lose a little bit. Not to say that you lose everything, but you lose a little bit. You're not the same sharp person you were when you were 20, 16, 30, whatever. But the thing with Biden is these occurrences occur too consistently. I was literally talking about Biden losing it a little bit, not a lot bit. And literally yesterday night, he was at a fundraiser, and he literally, in the middle of them walking off stage, he waves, turns to the side of the crowd, and literally just stands there. Obama is next to him. Obama is waving. Obama's, doing the presidential thing, the thing that you do when you're on stage and you're fundraising. Biden literally freezes and is just in a deadlocked stare at whoever he's staring at. And then Obama kind of reaches over with his hand and tries to pat him and grab him by the arm and just guides him off stage. Now, the people in Biden's office or camp are saying that Biden didn't freeze. And this is the problem that we're having now, right? This is the problem that we're having now. This is why we're having the problem where people are forced to now go in a different direction when voting for a president, because you guys are in denial of the fact that Biden is just it's over for my guy. Like I feel like you're beating a dead horse with a stick. Like, why are y'all acting like we're not seeing what we're seeing? Why aren't y'all giving us instead another option? Why are y'all forcing this one option down our throats, expecting us to believe that this man is okay when we can clearly see he's not okay? We can see that Biden is not okay. And that is the only offering, that's the only option you're giving the American people. And whenever we see what we see, now and you're telling us to our face, nah, that ain't happening, man. You're gaslighting us. They're literally gaslighting us because they're telling us we're not seeing what we're seeing, and still go vote, go support the guy that we see is kind of deteriorating. We see him deteriorating in front of our eyes. They're like, no, he's not. Still, anyway, go vote for him. The Democratic Party is forcing people to go in a different direction. You're splitting. Even if I feel like even if people wanted to vote for Biden or for like that party, like it would be like hard to support. So it's like what's going to end up happening is, I think, a lot of people, not everybody, obviously, a lot of people are just not going to vote at all. And the other party is going to win automatically because the other party has supporters, which is another comment I saw in that video I posted. If you haven't, go check it out on my page. It's about like me talking about how I don't think Biden can run for another 4 years, just because of his mental and physical capabilities. Anyway, somebody was like, Trump, the problem with the Democratic Party, or the positive about the Republican Party, is they stand behind whoever the people stand behind, right? So even if the Republican Party don't want Trump, even if they don't want to support Trump, they're like, okay, there's people behind him, and there's a lot. He has a fan base. Literally, this dude's like a rock star. This dude has a fan base that we know is gonna get us into the White House. So we're gonna support him, even if we don't like him. But since he has what it takes to win the presidential, we're gonna go with him. I feel the Democrat Party, they themselves trying to pick who they want, regardless of who the people want. Because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I don't hear a lot of people saying we want Biden. A lot of people are more of like, he's here. The other option is too bad. So we're gonna stick with him regardless of whatever issues and things he's going through. We're gonna just stick with him, which is kind of like, I guess you sticking with him because he already had a 4-year run, and he already has some bills and everything implemented, that if he drops out the next 4 years, that the Republican Party is going to change or cancel out completely. I get that. What we need to understand is the people are not stupid. The people are not crazy. The people are not blind. We see that this man isn't right. So now you're making it hard for us to vote for a guy that's not mentally right. Y'all need to do better with picking these. I don't know, bro, but I mean, I low-key understand a little bit, because it's like, it's better to keep going with the person you're with in a relationship than to like start over completely. It's harder, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I already know you, and I had this was the same analogy I used yesterday. I already know you. We're cool. We're close. I know what ticks you off. I know what turns you on. I know all of these different things about you now. Why would I want to go start over with someone new? But in this case, is if she's being toxic, or him, you got to cut him off. Not saying that Biden is being toxic, but in this situation, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's not healthy. This presidential this this relationship that we have with this government right now, with the president, with them, it's not healthy because y'all are lying to us. If y'all will at least admit that the man is, losing a little bit, but then why would you do that? Why would you admit to that? Because if you admit to that, then you give credence to everything the Republican Party are saying, and they're going to use that against you. So I get it, but it's like, as a casual voter, as a regular American, you're not fooling anybody. You're not fooling anybody, because we can see with our eyes that my guy is not really. And at 81, why would he? So it's like y'all are forcing us. Y'all are forcing us to deal with this brother. Um, when we can tell, like the presidential debate is about to be crazy, because you got to be on your p's and q's, man. With Trump, with whoever, you got to be on your p's and q's, and Biden is not even on his p's. He's not even on his p's. Yesterday, somebody put in the comments about Trump, the tax breaks that Trump created while he was in office were mostly for the rich and not for us, middle class or regular folks. And I was doing some research yesterday, and I saw that one of the economic policies that Trump administration implemented was that it aimed to stimulate the economic growth, right? Such as tax cuts and deregulation. Supporters believe all these policies contributed to a strong economy before COVID-19. And that's what I was thinking of too, because I was like, I feel like the economy, whenever Trump was in office, the economy wasn't as bad. It wasn't bad, and it wasn't only, yes, it might have benefited more the wealthy, obviously, because they have more money to tax breaks, or they have more ways to find that loophole to tax break. But I feel like it benefited a lot of us. If you were a working middle class person, I feel like it benefited a lot of us. I feel like Trump's tax cut breaks helped us all. Now, like I think Sean mentioned this one, just because he kind of gave us money doesn't mean that we can overlook all of the other stuff that he's done. But the Republic, it's like, I don't like the way that he's divisive, right? I don't like the way that he lies a lot. I don't like the way that he just makes people that don't agree with him automatically out to be the bad guy. I don't like that Trump does that. I don't like that. Like, bro, why can't we disagree? And also, I was looking up some stuff yesterday where he's creepy with his daughter. That's creepy. And I've seen some movies where rich people, like these mega rich people, well, they do some weird stuff in the secrecy of their homes. Um, and that gives me that kind of vibe where he's just, and then the daughter is just cool with it, or not cool with it, but like it's, I, I don't want to I don't want to do none of that. I just, it's just weird, the relationship he has with his daughter, as far as like how he's talking about how he would do her if he wasn't his daughter, how he dated this girl because he looks like, that's kind of like, mm, throw it offish. It's kind of throw it offish. That's what I'm saying, bro. Our options are so not great for presidential, for president. It's not great. Both of these dudes have something like that's clearly wrong with them, but these are the only two options that we have as of right now. And like, I think since Trump has like an actual support group, he might end up winning, because the people that voted for Biden the first time, I don't think will vote for Biden the second time. Not in the waves of people that went out to vote for him the first time. I don't think that's going to happen the second time. I think the Democratic Party messed up because they should have found themselves another. I don't know. They should have found themselves another candidate, man. Because it's tough. It's tough that what we're dealing with, seeing this man deteriorating in front of our eyes, and then y'all denying that he's falling apart, bro. We can see. We can see you, right? We can see you, making us feel like we crazy. As my wife would say, stop gaslighting me. Stop gaslighting me, man. I don't want to be gaslit. Anyway, what do y'all think will happen if Trump gets in office. Let's go into conspiracies now. Do y'all think he'll try to be like a dictator? And if he does try to be a dictator, do y'all think he will be able to stay a dictator? I don't think. I think people say that. People are like, Trump is gonna get in office and he's gonna try to like stay there forever. And I don't think, but based on his history where he incited a riot, right, by saying, "Sorry, oh, we ain't leaving," and then having the people go. First time that's ever happened. Like we also can't deny the fact that that actually happened. We got to give, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I understand people that say he's gonna try to do that, and it might have some credence because of the past, because of his history. I don't think it's gonna work this time around, um, because we have an understanding of, okay, this dude tripping. We need to be aware. We need to be sure that whenever it's time for him to pass the baton, I think he's gonna win. I don't want to win, but I think he's gonna win. Whenever it's time for him to pass the baton, that he actually passes the baton. So we're gonna maneuver a little bit differently. But yeah, I mean, I could see it, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think, because I think this time around we're kind of ready for him. But then also the Republicans can also, not Republicans, the people that support Trump can also say the same thing. Oh, we're ready for him. We're ready for him. It's funny how these rappers are kind of like in support of Trump. I wonder what he does for them that they feel like he's worth supporting. I also feel like just because you're black, you shouldn't just because you're black, you shouldn't be a Democrat. Because most people are like, it's like, it's almost like as the Republicans and Democrats, it's almost like it's race split. It's race is divided by race. Republican, you automatically assume to be white. Democrat, you automatically assume to be blue. I mean, you automatically assume to be black. And I feel like we should make our decisions based on not on educated, not guesses, but educated information, facts. Not just because my mama been a Democrat for her whole life. Now I gotta be a Democrat, even though that's how life works. But still, even if you decide to stay Democrat or you agree with the Democrat, at least do your research to find out why you want to be a Democrat. Or if you want to be a Republican, you should be a Republican. But figure out why, not just because it's a white or black thing, or because my mom or my grandpa, everybody been nah. Make your own decisions. Figure out for yourself what you want and figure out the truth behind these parties. Like I said yesterday, these parties are both in cahoots somehow, somewhere, some shape, or some form. But still, you have to pick one. You don't have to pick one, but if you did have to pick one, just make sure you're picking the one not that you if that you're well informed on in with whatever. Just be well informed. Don't just do it based on, well, she did it. Nah, we don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. We need you to make decisions based on information that you've researched yourself and figured out. Biden, I think that's why the Democratic Party is going to lose. But, excuse me, what is there to talk about? They keep trying to force him on us and denying us the fact that he's actually not well. So it's like they're building their bed. But what else is there to talk about, man? Because I feel like I run that conversation into the ground. It was just ironic that yesterday I spoke about that, and literally yesterday night, Biden was on stage doing the same thing we were talking about him already doing, like literally staring into space. Just, I'm like, bro, you're live, and the people are saying, oh no, he didn't do that. He did it on purpose. Like, what? We can see that. Anyway, shout out to the NBA champions, man. Shout out to the Celtics. They won their 18th championship. Shout out to them. Shout out to Jaylen Brown. Shout out to Jason Tatum. Shout out to that whole Al Hartford. Shout out to that whole squad. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little bit disappointed. Granted, I'm not gonna be fake here and act like I watch basketball because I don't. Hold up. Hold up. Um, I don't watch basketball like talking about it, but like whenever playoff comes, that's when they get their highest ratings and stuff because everybody want to see who's gonna win and whatnot. So yeah, so during that time I do see it, even though I didn't see it this year at all, some of it, but it's still like shocking from the highlights that I saw that the Dallas Mavericks didn't show up. That blows my mind after the insane run they were on, right? And some people will say this was planned and this was staged. I don't think it was. I really think them boys wanted. I really think Kyrie wanted to win. I really think. Hey, hey, how you doing? Saw Yelder, FF. How you doing, man? What's going on? What's going on? How you doing, man? How are you? But yeah, I really think that the basketball, like didn't. They gave it all they had, but they just didn't have it. I just don't know how you turn it on and off that fast. How you go from sweeping the Nuggets, like whooping the Nuggets, like all of these teams that were before. How do you go from that to going to the Celtics and then just losing 3 in a row, winning one and thinking you're gonna bounce back? I don't know, man. I don't know. Shout out to Kyrie, shout out to Luka, but it's insane how that happened. But shout out to Jason. He got his first ring. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. I heard he's a big Kobe fan, and you can't be a Kobe without a ring. And now you got yourself a ring. Shout out to Kobe. I'm trying to understand how you can get to the playoffs though and just fumble the bag like that. I will say this was the quietest playoffs I've witnessed in the past 12 years. Because not playoffs, I'm sorry, finals. Because the playoffs was lit. The playoffs was extremely intense because no one was expecting Mavericks to do everything they did and make it the way they did. Luka was playing crazy. No one's expecting that. The Celtics was already expected to make it there because they were ranked number one, first of all, and they were playing great throughout the season. Once again, I don't watch basketball, but I'm just going based on what I saw. Okay, what highlights that I saw and what I've heard, and people talking about them. So like they were already expected to make it there. Maverick was not expected to make it there. You know what I'm saying? But they made it there. So it was like, okay, the underdog's about to win, which made the playoff exciting. When you don't expect, and the Timberwolves were doing really great. So that was another game where it was like, okay, Tim's, but I think Timberwolves only had that one. They have players, but they really only have one superstar. That's where Mavericks stepped up because Mavericks had Kyrie and Luka, which helped the superstar. But if you notice, this is probably why they lost, which my brother said. Dallas, the team itself isn't a great team. They have great players, 2 great players that for most of the playoffs, they outscored their team. Kyrie and Luka, for the most part, outscored the entire team. You know what I'm saying? Like them together would have had like 60-something points or whatever they would have, but they would have the most. So like as a unit itself, they don't have a great unit. But those 2 together are like great. So, but like you can't come to Boston when Boston is clearly has a great foundation. They have all the pieces they need. They have the superstars with Jason and Jalen, right? And then they have the foundation with Hartford and the other people, the other pieces that they need for the team to be successful. It's not just 2 carrying it. If one fumbles, that's why Jalen Brown won MVP of the playoffs. And Jason Tatum is really the face of that team, right? But that team is so great, the same way when Lakers had Shaq and Kobe, right? It's like you have 2 superstars that are great, but you have the Derek Fishers, the Paul Gasol, like you have the other. I don't know if Paul Gasol was there at the time when Shaq was there, but still you have the other pieces, but you have 2 superstars that where it's like, oh, who's gonna do it? Who can do it? Who gonna win us? who's going to win it for us, who's going to be the one to take us overboard and put it, you know what I'm saying, finish the game. And you don't doesn't really matter because they're both great. They're both great. And at the end of the day, either one wins, we all win. Right? If you're in here, make sure you hit that like for me, man. Make sure you hit that like and let me know in the comments, man. Talk to me. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Right now, I'm talking about the playoffs. I didn't expect it to go the way it went. Like I've said, I don't really watch basketball that much. Only playoffs times, like most Americans. But it just blew my mind that Mavericks didn't finish off strong, you know. And I ain't gonna lie, whenever they won that one game, because they were 3-0, they won after the fourth game. I thought, okay, maybe this might be the comeback that we've been, you know what I'm saying? But nah, nah. Another thing I found out. So Kendrick's team, I don't even know why this is still an important conversation, because we are, regardless of if Kendrick had bots or not, he still made the better song. But let's get down to the nitty gritty. Still, Kendrick beat Drake in the rap beef. But we found out that, well, academics found out that Kendrick's team was using a stream botter, right, to kind of like sway the public to think that everybody was leaning towards one side when they really weren't. I don't know if Kendrick knew of this, but his team itself knew of this. Maybe the manager, which sounds off to me, because I don't know why he would have to do that unless he felt like he was losing. So the allegation is that Kendrick's team hired a guy that produced a lot of fake streams for Kendrick's music and a lot of fake bots to like go in the comments on Twitter and just like repeat the same stuff, you know. Oh, why did Drake say that? Or, you know, just fake stuff, fake information. And as we can see, that swayed the public into thinking that everybody is siding with Kendrick. I don't know. Once again, I don't know why. It's iffy for me to think that this is true. Right? It's iffy for me to think this is true because I don't understand why Kendrick would do something like that. Kendrick doesn't seem like the kind of person that would do something like that, but maybe Kendrick's team, but I still don't understand why the team would do that. Like, why would that team, with Kendrick being the great that he is, why would his team think, oh, this is a good idea to like fake streams and to get people to like dislike all the Drake videos on purpose? Bro, but if you have a solid fan base and you're creating good music, scratch it, you're creating really good music, why would you need the fake streams? I feel like fake streams is more for like artists like myself who are unknown, who are undiscovered, not artists that are, well, no, because then, but I just didn't think Kendrick. This also goes to show you that when you have a management team, sometimes they'll do stuff behind your back in favor of you, but whenever people Russ said this in the interview, whenever people find out what has happened, they'll blame you because they'll say you as the artist. They'll say, how come there's no way you didn't know that this was happening or this was going on. There is no way you didn't know that. So now we're like, you do all this fake stream, but I don't think Kendrick does a lot of fake stream, but who knows, man? I just don't know, because like Russ says, if you can sell hard tickets, which Kendrick clearly does, it's not fake. It's not fake. You can go on tour and sell out arenas. It's not fake. You clearly have the fan base, which then leads me again. I know I'm going in circles. Why would they hire a bot, like a dude to fake streams? Why? Why would they do that? That's crazy. And why would so now I'm going into conspiracy land, because it could be fake that this dude comes out all of a sudden 3 months later, 2 months later after the fact and saying, oh, they make me say I feel in danger for my life. They're kind of but I have to speak out. No, first of all, you know you don't have to speak out. It's the same thing with the dude that came out a few weeks later about the receipts with Drake. Oh, Drake, you think I'm lying? Either do this, take it back, or I'm gonna drop this. Y'all don't need to do that. Whatever y'all did, if y'all did it, move on, man. Why y'all trying to incite more? Bro, we don't care. It's past. Like for him to come out 2 months later after the fact now makes me think Drake might have hired his brother to say that Kendrick hired him to fake his streams for all of the songs that Kendrick dropped. Because it doesn't make sense. Why are you getting threats? And who's threatening you? And why would Kendrick team threaten you whenever you did them a solid? Unless you were like, pay me more money, or I'm going to tell people that you faked a lot of your streams. If you're doing that, then I can see them being like, oh, we coming for you. But other than that, if you got paid for a job and you did the job, why would they keep threatening you? Unless you threatening them to go all out with saying everything you said. And now you said it, which is crazy, because now why would you say something like that? And you're scared, but now you're gonna go on Academics platform, one of, if not the biggest hip-hop platform out there right now, to whistleblow on something that's not even that serious, right? It's like, so now I wonder if Drake hired him, right? Or if he's really in fear for his life that Kendrick might do something, Kendrick's team might do something to him. I don't know. But like Academics said, it is unusual for Drake songs to get more dislikes than likes, right? Even in a time of like beef, right? Which could be a strategic thing for them to do, where it's like, all right, we about to hire you. Go dislike everything that Drake drops. Everything that Drake drops, go dislike it. Lacrosse Kid, what's up, Lacrosse Kid? What's up, man? What's up? How you been, bro? How you been, Lacrosse Kid? You good? Yeah, man. It's like, so I don't understand why he would do that at now, but it is what it is. You good? Good, brother. Good, man. Good. I believe that what I will say is, now with this coming out, it kind of puts a doubt in people's head that I wonder if Kendrick did this. It doesn't matter though, because we already gave Kendrick the win. It doesn't matter. So like him coming out doesn't affect nothing. All it says is that Kendrick uses bots, but it doesn't matter, because if the music is good, like Russ said this, an artist that I follow, Russ said, if the music is good and it's getting traction on its own, then you invest money in fake streams and whatnot, right? He said he doesn't do it, but he's saying like it would make sense for them to do that, because it's not like your song isn't organically bubbling or growing or kind of successful. It is. So if it's already doing that, okay, let me put some money on it and let the streams grow some more. But it's fake whenever your song isn't getting no organic growth, but you're paying for it to grow, right? Independent artists, I understand that happening with us, right? Not the fake stream, but like paying to get on playlists, or like trying to like invest like that kind of way, because we're unknown, so we need to get on playlists. Matter of fact, if y'all are in here, make sure you check out my new song, Memories. I go by the name of D.H.E, and I'm an artist from Louisiana, and I'm a rapper, and I'm a singer, all that stuff. Look me up, y'all. Look me up. But for independent artists, I understand why we would use a streaming farm, right? Not a streaming farm, but to get on playlist. Because a streaming farm is I don't like that, because you're not really getting no kind of attention. All you're getting is the streams, and you're paying a lot more. You're paying $2,500 for how many ever streams, and that amount of streams still doesn't cover what you paid. You're not making that money back. So it doesn't make sense. All you're getting is numbers to look cool whenever you have the Spotify rap. And that's pointless, right? That does nothing for us. So like if But if you can get like on a legit playlist, if you can pay to get on a legit playlist, like if I could pay to get on Rap Radar or on any of those playlists like that, I would pay. Because I know those playlists have real ears. Real ears can transfer into like real money and real supporters. So I'm not a fan of the streaming farm, but like getting on playlists and like with real people, that's worth paying for. That's worth paying for because you're gonna get. There's just so much music out nowadays. There's so many artists, so much that is hard to cut through. And sometimes you just need you need that extra push, you need that extra unless you can go viral, unless you know what I'm saying, unless you have a moment where you can capitalize off of your virality with your music, and that's different. But big artists doing that kind of stuff, I feel like them doing it is just for looks. It's just for them to look like they're doing a lot more than they are, because they want to keep the portrayal of I'm that dog, I'm that guy, I'm that girl in this business, in this industry. So I'm gonna get a streaming far because I want to prove to y'all that I haven't fell off. When you fell off, because then when you have to go and sell tickets to your concert, no one is showing up. Now you're canceling shows because no one is showing up. A lot of people were talking about Meg Thee Stallion. Meg Thee Stallion, from what I've been seeing, them concerts be lit. Her concerts be popping, right? But if you stay online, you'll think that isn't, you know, that it ain't really happening like that for her. Clearly it is, because her concerts is. Oh, I got paid. Her concerts is packed. I don't think. Oh man. Oh. Her concerts be filled with people. I don't know, man. It's a weird game that we're playing nowadays with these people, with the artists. But I mean, what else can you do? Either way, it's too late. Drake lost. Either way, because what you can't take away, whether fake streams or not, what you can't take away is he not like us, they not like us. That is a bop. That is a bop. That is a bop, right? Fake stream or not, that is a bop, and it got organic growth off the rip. Yeah, it might if the fake stream thing is real, it might have added some fake streams to it, but a lot of them streams were up. They were up. I didn't know I could share my screen. That's what's up. I used to wonder why. I was like, well, I wonder why I can't do that here. Okay, let me see. Share screen. Wow. That's cool. Now, Biden, let me show y'all. Biden frozen on stage. I'll be typing so slow. And you know what the crazy thing about it is? Jimmy Kimmel refused report. That's what I'm saying. Like, what? Why y'all like defending this so hard? I don't understand. Wait. Stop sharing. Wait, let me because I want to Chrome tab share. Right? Like, people are refusing our eyes. We saw this.
Just that for me, Thanks for watching and hope that you're joining us on another night of big time basketball. You know, Game 5 of the NBA Finals
between the Boston Celtics and Dallas Mavericks happened tonight. The Celtics were playing for a record NBA.
I want to see. Let me see this. Let me see YouTube. Joe Biden freezes. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Look at this. 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 Look. Look. He looks freezing. He's just staring. How can y'all not say he's freezing? And you gotta grab. No. But Obama.
All right, that seems pretty clear to me, but not to the Democrats. There's a giant debate about whether that video was accurate or not. We're going to show you several different angles because this is a proof film. So stay around for that.
Bruh, how can y'all sit in our face and say that's not what it was? Like, that is so clear to me that that man froze and that he, you know what I'm saying, bruh? Come on, dog. And y'all want to be in denial like, oh, no, that didn't happen. It happened. We saw it. As you was just about to see, Jimmy Kimmel was about to literally be like, no, he didn't freeze. What do you call this? What do you call this? Oh. Obama is so professional, though. I really like. He's so professional. He just grabbed him by the hand. But honestly, him grabbing Biden by the hand kind of made the situation more clear that the guy froze. It's a little bit more clear because now if you don't grab him by the hand, we don't think. Well, no, we still think it because it's clear. But by you know when your grandfather is like staring at something and or your kid, they get lost in whatever world they get lost in. You gotta kind of like bring them back to reality, and by that you grab their arm, you got the shoulder. Hey, come on, let's go, Gramp. That's basically what Obama did with Biden. Biden stuck there, froze, and what Obama did, gently just grabbed him by the hand, just brought him back to reality, and brought him back. And then that's when Biden was like, okay, he snapped out of it, and he went to walk into the direction that he was going. But what I'm saying is, like, he froze. Why deny that? Why deny the fact that he froze? I don't understand. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I respect it because y'all are going down with the ship. This is the video I was talking about. That I have all the comments that people that keep talking about Trump. You're right. Well, if we're talking term limit, see, this is what I agree with. Right here, see, well, if we're talking term limits, Trump just got into this is not. I made a mistake. This is not what I agree with. Well, if we were talking term limits, Trump just got into politics. Biden has been doing this game for like 50 years. They're both up in age, but Trump is more cognitively sound. With Trump, I'm just listening to his policies. He's doing ish for our country first. I don't care about everything else. But that's the thing about it. You can't also say you don't care about everything else because it's not affecting you. Because if it was affecting you, you would care. Because some people will say that he's not really like doing stuff for the black community. And some people will say that he is with some of the bill, but you know what I mean. I feel like you have to care about everything else. You have to care when you're voting for president. You have to care about. You got to care about women's right because you say you don't care. Like I don't care about everything else. Like women's right, him taking away the right for women to decide whether they can have abortion or not. That's their body. Like you have to care about that, or like taking away the rights, like whatever the other laws is. I'm not gonna pretend like I know a lot of these laws. I don't. But you have to care about everything. You can't just be like, oh, he's doing this for me, So I don't care if everything else isn't like, as long as it's not affecting me, I don't care. Which you know isn't the right way. I think Obama is in his earpiece. I don't think Obama is in his earpiece, but maybe because somebody needs to be there. Somebody needs to guide this. I feel like Obama's hair got grayer since Obama might have been running this country for the last 4 years. Who knows? Somebody, because Biden isn't, man. Biden isn't running the country, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. The economy has even made me feel dumber. Now, my boy, oh my girl, how can the economy make you feel dumber? I think you maybe were already a little bit, you know, just work on it. Just read some more books. The economy can't do that because the economy has nothing to do with your education. Well, if they take away money from the school system, then I guess technically you would feel a little bit dumber because they're not teaching you as much. That goes to like China and Japan, like not just China in general, how they teach their kids a lot of stuff that we aren't teaching our kids. We need to invest more money into the school system for sure. Teachers, schools, libraries, like incentive for kids to want to learn more and not be so like driven by social media. I'm not saying that that's to stop being a thing, but like I feel like it should be a even balance to where people want to learn more and educate themselves. Like make school not entertaining, but make school something you want to go to. Because I was seeing something on Reddit where it said like in China, like they teach their kids from a young age how to like maneuver in the world from a young age. They give them the independence, like they walk to school alone. I don't know if alone, but they walk to school independently. Like when they go to class, they have different classes where it's like instead of babying you or you get nap time, like they're teaching these kids how to be successful adults in society. What's the word I'm looking for? Like great contributors to society rather than just kids are capable of doing a lot more than we give them credit for. You know what I'm saying? And as parents, sometimes we're tired. So like in school, the school should be able to teach the kids kind of like, I don't know if I'm getting the point that I'm trying to get across properly. But I just know that we're falling behind on everything. Because I don't care what they say or how they say it. I'm sure we're not number one like we used to be number one. Kids in China learning. See, they exercise at their desk. This is not
this new rule. If you are currently insured, drive less than 50 miles a day.
No, I'm not our kids. Right? Proves my point or what, but I just feel like it makes me feel like I feel like as a kid we wasn't this organized, and I grew up in a third world country. I was raised in a third world country, but I feel like something would have been off right here, right there. But not with these kids. Discipline is important to teach kids, yo. Discipline is important. lately I've been watching highlights. Like I said earlier, I watch sports, but I only watch sports like during like really important times, like playoffs or seasons. So I've been watching a lot of highlights of like the Euro going on right now.
Today, we're in German's
Uh,
fashion capital,
I'm not a fan of
Dusseldorf,
nobody. My brother,
and all dressed up with somewhere to go. World
Right.
Cup finalist France as they take on the dangerous
I grew up
Austrians.
playing soccer.
Marcel Sabitzer
really
played in the
enjoyed
Champions
playing
League final for Dortmund.
Not
And watch for
college.
Christoph Baumgartner,
College.
who scored in Austria's last 5 games.
Now-
Mike Magnon making his tournament debut for France in goal now that Hugo Lloris has retired.
Give her up.
And they the game. Down the side here for Thuram. Great save again by Austria's number 2 goalkeeper, Patrick Pence. Salus coming on to play central midfield. Posh with a header, looking for the near post chance.
I grew up playing soccer. I grew up watching soccer. I grew up a soccer fan. Like I said, I went to college to play soccer. Got a scholarship and all, but I dropped out. And I don't know. At the time, I thought I was going to do music, and I'm doing music now, but it's not the same. I feel like a lot of the choices I made in my life were based on comfortability, right? Like how discomfortable I was. And I know it's not the best choices. I know it's not because you can't grow if you make choices that are only comfortable or only in your comfort zone. You're not gonna evolve or grow or adapt or become what you're destined to become if you're only making decisions based on how comfortable you are or how uncomfortable you are. But honestly, on that same note, I feel like I dropped out of college because I wasn't putting forth the effort necessary to be in college, and I was paying all that money. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what I wanted to do. I think I went to college solely to say I went to college. I wish at a younger age I knew for sure I wanted to do music, and I was courageous enough to follow that route. All right, so I was good at soccer. Like that was just something I was naturally good at. My size, my speed. But I feel like music was more my gift. And I wish I would have been more committed to it from a younger age so that by the time I'm 30, things could be a little bit different for me. But life is life, and the decisions I've made got me this far, and I'm fortunate and blessed enough to have everything that I have, and I'm able to help the way I'm able to help, so I can't complain too much. If anything you can take from this stream is Biden need to do just play. Follow your gut, regardless of fear, regardless of how uncomfortable it makes you. Follow your gut, because I feel like I wanted to do that, but I also couldn't just say I'm gonna do music. I have a cousin that does music full time, and it shocks me. I don't know how that boy has survived thus far in life, but following his dreams, he's somehow been able to survive and live his dream. Right now, it hasn't come all the way out through fruition, but he's been able to accomplish stuff that one following their dream will only accomplish if you follow that dream, regardless of consequences and fear. I remember he quit his job once to go to like a baby shower, right, in Honduras. He quit his job, thought the job was gonna be here when he came back. I don't know what he was thinking, but I feel like that wasn't his path anyway, his direction in life anyway. Like working a regular 9 to 5 wasn't ever his like. He always knew he wanted to do music, and somebody just knocked on my door. I'm home alone. Hey Google, show me front door.
Sure, straight in the front door.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good, my boy. I don't need whatever you're selling. I'm good. Unless he cutting grass. No, that's the bug, man.
Someone's at the front door.
Mm-mm. I'm good. Anyway, he's always like chased his dream. So I feel like him quitting his job then was an indication of like, this isn't what I want to do anyway. So it doesn't matter. And somehow, some way, he's been able to survive his entire life managing pretty well. You know, he's made music with he's made music with famous artists, Egyptian. He's written music for as a reggae artist. He's written music for like an African huge star in Africa. So like he's traveled to Colombia to work with a lot of Latin artists. He's been in a lot of music camps. Like he's been able to like follow this dream into something. And I think that wouldn't have happened if he would have stayed at the company he was at. Because I stayed at the company that I'm at. Because I had gotten him a job at the company. I stayed. I got hired on. Now I'm promoted. Like I'm doing pretty well. But I wonder if life would be different if I had taken a different route or direction or been more confident in my dream. So I started doing my music later on in life, which was about 26, 27, like being committed. Because I have a job, I have money to provide for my artistry. And I'm kind of pleasing everyone, right? I'm kind of pleasing everybody. My mom is proud of me because I have a job. My wife, I'm providing for my wife. Like I'm taking care of the family. We got a house, everything. And I'm able to like manage my music and stuff. So like I'm making sure everybody's pleased. But on that same note, I'm also not able to do one thing all the way, 100%. I'm not able to do one thing 100% because my time, my space, my hours, my life, everything is divided. So I admire my cousin for that. And I admire anyone that's able to chase and follow their dreams, regardless of fear or regardless of like people looking at you crazy or judging you. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, my cousin been doing this for so long, it's gotten to the point where people now just question, like, bro, all right, man, you about to be 30. You need to do something else with your life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm always in defense of him, like, nah, man, I respect him. You gotta follow your dream. And I feel like it's gonna pay off if he's truly doing the work, which I think he is, because he's been able to work all these different people to done interviews and done food drives or like giveaways for kids and stuff, release big time music, got like, I think one of the songs got like 100 and some plus streams. So like I know he's been able to like, you know, I just know that with the dream, it takes a while. 10, 12 years, and I don't know. I guess I didn't have that in me. Because nowadays, I've been doing it I'm 31. I think I started when I was 27, 26. So that's 4 or 5. That's 5. I've been doing it for 5 years. And I've had successes, right? But nothing like to solidify the like, okay, you're on, you know? I don't know. If I was younger, if I would have started when I was younger, I probably would be in a different. But you also can't live in the past and can't be dwelling in the past. Right? You can't be dwelling in the past. I got this one. If you're in here, make sure you hit that like button for me, man. We're just talking about life and Biden and the NBA playoffs and Drake and everything. I'm just talking about everything. All right. So if you're in here and you got a question, put it in there. Let's have a conversation or hit that like button for me. Share it if you feel like it. But I think I've been in here for about an hour. I think I've been in here long enough. I will be, like I said, streaming every day for the next week at least for an hour. I'm trying to get better at this because I said whenever I hit 81,000 subscribers or 50,000 subscribers, I was like, man, I'm gonna stream every day. I'm gonna commit to it. And as usual, you have the high where you're on top of the world and you feel successful, and you know, and you kind of like after the high, you slow down and you forget your commitments. But I ain't got a high right now. I'm just committing to doing something that I need to do in order to expand. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just committing. So I'm gonna do this stream once a day for the next week, at least for an hour, and I'm gonna commit to do it around 3 o'clock. The thing about my I can't do it at the same time every week, simply because of my schedule. Sometimes I work days, sometimes I work nights. So right now I'm working nights, so I'm able to stream during the daytime at 3 o'clock. Now, when I'm working during the days, I get off at 7 p.m. So obviously I can't stream at 3. So I might have to stream either really early in the morning or later at night whenever I get off of work. But either way, I'm committing to streaming every day for the next week, starting yesterday, which was Monday. So Monday to Monday. And then we're going to keep increasing as time goes by. I'm getting a phone call. Hello, Kenneth. You are on stream. What's up, my boy? Why? Because of rain?
I don't know. I think because of Juneteenth, we off tomorrow.
Oh, you're off tomorrow.
Y'all getting off at 3 o'clock in the morning too.
Damn suckers. They didn't want to pay us, huh? They didn't want. Hey, so that means I could go see Paxton tomorrow?
Yeah, you're off tomorrow.
You told me my do answer me like that. Like you didn't tell me a specific date.
Tomorrow, right?
No, I was working tomorrow.
That's my second.
Yeah, I was working tomorrow. Yeah.
I know you're off there, bro.
Okay, well, I wanted to clarify.
Yeah, no, I know you're off there.
I want to clarify. Hey, I'm on stream right now and people can hear you. Whoever watching. Hey, by the way, I was talking to Ty. I think we're gonna take a break from the pod. I think we're gonna do the podcast. When I went to Dominican Republic, I spoke to this dude and he was telling me how sometimes you can do your podcast in seasons. And he gave me that. I was like, in seasons. And I was like, oh, we could do it in seasons where it's like we record 20 episodes and then take a break for like a month, whatever. Record another 20 and then take a break. Because everybody's schedule kind of off right now. You with the baby, Ty with his baby, and me, everybody's schedule kind of off. So I think we're gonna take a break for about a month, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back in live and direct, and we're gonna just do it in seasons. That way we get breaks, and I'm able to focus on other stuff while we're on breaks. Because doing all of this all at once is a lot. Music, this, edit, everything is just a lot. So I was talking to Ty about that. Because we didn't film this week. This week we didn't film nothing.
You put on the last episode?
Yeah, I put the last episode. I put that up. That was last. I put it up last Thursday because I made it late, but that was the last one. So I think we can do one more. I'm gonna see what everybody's schedule looking like. Ty was saying he was off tomorrow. Oh wait, we all off tomorrow. That could be the big last one. I don't know how. Oh, but Ty said he got his daughter. And you hold the baby on the day shift or the night shift?
I'm on day shift right now.
Okay, well, I might just film it because I don't know. I might just film it just to give like the people like a, hey man, season 1 is over or whatever, huh?
But like a child will wake up around 10, 11 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
She could hold it on for the hour and go by you and do the podcast.
Okay.
Because she's not going to sleep all the way through. She's going to wake up around 11, 12. I know that for sure.
Okay. Well, I can see because tomorrow. Oh, if we all off, then man, I was looking forward to them 12 hours overtime. Jeez, I'm cricket. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, because that way we could record that, just do like a finale. And if everybody can't do that, fine. I'll just do it by myself, film it, and just do like, hey man, it's the last episode of the season. We coming back again in July, I want to say, or like whenever the month is. and like that we all come back in action. But you think it can get easier for you as time progresses, or you think it can get harder?
No. It will get easier, but it ain't like July gonna be easy, because she just 2 months.
No. I understand. I don't think I come back in July. Probably like August. But I'm saying like once candidates go back to work, is it gonna get easier for you or harder?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll have to see how that works out.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. Like I never do it in the daytime. Might be with the baby,
Right.
so I could,
Right.
But then when candidates get off 5, I got to make her sleep because she will sleep.
Yeah.
Need a Snicker bar.
Hey, you on the stream, Behil. Behil. Behil.
Yeah, she need a Snicker bar because she said she'll be tired.
Okay. All right.
So I'll go out to, lay long with the baby, and then whenever she wake up, we could do the podcast 2 o'clock in the morning.
2 o'clock in the morning. Jeez, I'm cricket. Okay. I guess we can figure it out. But I do want to stop doing the podcast at all. I don't want to stop it totalmente. I just want to make sure that whenever we do it, we all together. Because I think we work better when we together instead of when we separated.
Yeah.
So we just gotta find a thing.
Like I said, Canada will do me a solid if I gotta go to the podcast.
Yeah. Okay. I can text Ty tomorrow. See what time. Maybe I'll text the group chat and then I just put it in there what FN could do and FN what I could do. But all right then, pops. Yeah, guys. I don't know if y'all know. I do a podcast named Purely Talk Podcast. Drops every Wednesday, but I'm gonna divide it into seasons now because the workload has become a lot, and I feel like I'm investing more time in one thing than I am in the other. Because I usually do music and podcasts, and I was doing music for the longest, but I haven't been as committed to my music as I usually am because I've been taking time to do the podcast and all the effort. So I might divide both workloads and do it into seasons, maybe take like a month off or a month and a half. I'll probably still drop episodes here and there, with me by myself just doing this. But for the most part, or just like switching it up and doing other stuff, but because I like when the group of us is together. But anyway, I really do appreciate y'all for stopping by. I thank you for another stream. Like I said, I'm going to be streaming every day for the next week. I'm going to try to do it at 3 p.m. every day. But for sure, I'm going to stream every day, whatever time for at least an hour long. And we're going to get this thing popping. Thank you for being here. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe if you're just seeing this. And peace. DHE out.